bringing in all of the hair from this middle section. As you're braiding, make sure to pull the hair tight against the head so that when you finish it's not too loose and bumpy in places. It'll be easier to loosen the hair afterwards than to finish the braid and try and make it tighter if it's too loose. So once the braid reaches the nape of my neck, I'm just going to clip off the end of the braid so it doesn't unravel. And now I'm going to gather all of my hair together at the nape of my neck, leaving out the braid for now, and I'm going to brush through the hair to remove any tangles. And then once it's all smooth, I'm going to add in the braid and remove the clip. And then I'm just going to tie it all together at the nape of my neck using a hairband. And then once it's all tied off, I'm going to go back over the braid and carefully pull on the outer edges to make the braid wider so it'll look more full. And then I'm just going to grab my scrunchie and wrap it over the hairband at the base of the braid. Going off the last hairstyle, I'm going to convert my ponytail into a bun. So to do this, I'm going to take one piece of the hairband and pull it down over the ponytail part way to create a loop with the hair. Then, as you guessed it, I'm going to take the ends and split them into two sections. I'm going to wrap these two sections over the top of the bun, one from the left side and one from the right, and then tuck the ends back into the hairband underneath the bun to hold them in place. And then I'm just going to take my velvet pearl scrunchie and wrap it over the bun so it sits at the base of the braid. The next style is another half up, so I'm going to divide off a section of hair at the corners of my forehead and bring it together at the crown of my head. Then using a clear elastic band, I'm going to tie off the hair, but on the last wrap of the elastic, I'm going to pull the hair about a third of the way through to create a loop. Then I'm going to pull on sections of the loop in opposite directions to make it kind of disheveled and messy. And now I'm going to take the ends from the bun, twist them together and wrap them around the elastic band about 3 times, and you can do this more or less depending on the length of your hair. But then I'm just going to tuck the ends into the elastic band to hold it in place. And now I'm going to grab my scrunchie and wrap it over the bun so it's sitting around the bottom of the bun. And then I'm going to grab some bobby pins and pin down any sections of the bun that are sticking out over the scrunchie. The next hairstyle is a quick bubble ponytail. So for this, I'm going to start by dividing off a section of hair at the top of my head and tie it off with a scrunchie. Then I'm going to divide off another section of hair. This one will be from my temples downwards towards the nape of my neck. And I'm going to grab another scrunchie and tie off this section a couple inches below the first scrunchie. Then I'm going to carefully pull on the hair that is in between the two scrunchies to kind of fluff it up so the bubble in the hair shows up better. And now I'm going to take the remaining hair below the other two scrunchies and I'm going to combine it all together a few inches below the second scrunchie, and then grabbing a third scrunchie, I'm going to tie the hair together like before. Then I'm going to go back over the hair between the bottom two scrunchies and just pull on small pieces to add some texture and volume and to make the little bubble in the hair show up better. For the 10th hairstyle, I'm going to leave out some hair to frame my face and then pick up a section on the left side of the part for my braid. I'm dividing this section into 3 smaller pieces, and I'm going to be crossing the side strands over the middle strand to begin a French braid. So after the first stitch of the braid, I'm going to incorporate a new section of hair on both sides of the braid, and then I'm going to stop adding in hair to the top side of the braid and only bring in new pieces from along the hairline, so this will switch it to a lace style braid. So I'm crossing the side strands over the middle strand and incorporating new sections of hair along the bottom side of the braid, and I'm going to be bringing in about 5 sections just until the braid reaches my left ear. And then once the braid reaches my ear, I'm going to go back over the braid and gently loosen the edges so it's wider. And then I'm just going to continue braiding the section a little bit further down without adding in any additional pieces. And then I'm going to go back over the braid and pull on the edges to make it wider. Now I'm going to divide off a section of hair on the right side of my head. So just starting at my ear and going up towards my crown, I'm going to combine this section of hair together with my braid and tie it together using a clear elastic band. And then on the second wrap, I'm going to pull the hair only a little ways through to create a loop. And then I'm just going to grab my scrunchie and tie it over the elastic band to finish off the style. For the twisted ponytail, I'm going to start by dividing off a section of hair to use for my twists. I'm not going to use all of my hair because I've noticed that when I do that, it makes it hard to balance the shape of the hairstyle. So I'm just going to divide off 2 sections of hair about where my ears are and bring this to the back of my head. Then using a hairband, I'm going to tie the 2 sections together and then create a gap in the hair right above the hairband. I'm going to flip the ponytail up and around the hairband so the 2 sides are twisted. And then I'm going to detail the hair a little bit by pulling on the sides of the twists, smoothing down the hair at my crown and spraying the style with some hairspray to smooth down any flyaways and combine the hair together. And now I'm going to gather the remaining hair along with the ponytail and tie this all together using a scrunchie. This will form the ponytail but still maintain the shape of the style without using all of the hair in the twist. It'll also create a smoother finish with the hair on the sides of my neck, and it's a super quick style and a fun way to upgrade a basic pony. For the last hairstyle, I'm going to start by splitting my hair into 2 sections since I'll be doing 2 buns. I'm going to tie off the hair on the left side to work with the hair on the right side first. So I'm going to gather all of the hair from the right side and brush it up to the crown of my head, placing it where I want my bun to sit. Then I'm going to grab a hairband and wrap it over the section of hair. On the last wrap of the elastic band, I'm going to pull the hair partway through to create a little loop. Then I'm going to take the ends from the ponytail and wrap them around the hairband a couple times, and then I'm going to tuck the ends back into the hairband to hold it in place. And then I'm going to grab my scrunchie and place it over the bun so it sits against my head. Now I'm going to take the hair from the left and repeat the same steps as the right side. So I'm going to brush all of the hair up to the crown of my head next to the first bun, and with a hairband I'm going to wrap this over the section, and then on the last wrap of the elastic I'm going to pull the hair partway through to create a loop again. Then I'm going to take the ends and wrap them around the hairband a couple times, and then tuck the ends back into the hairband underneath the bun to hold it in place. And then as a last step, I'm just going to grab my scrunchie and wrap it over the bun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section which of the hairstyles was your favorite and whether you plan on recreating any of them. I had a lot of fun making this video. I usually have to be a little bit more creative when I have a bunch of hairstyles in one video. Make sure to like and subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss any future uploads, and I will see you next time.